Hey guys, Manny here for Hillside Honda. I'm going to tell you guys about the 2011 Honda Civic 4-door EX. And you know what? When you think about a compact sedan, you think about a couple of different things. The first thing you're going to think about is this vehicle safe? How's the gas mileage? And can I fit my family and friends in this thing? Absolutely. And on top of that, you never have to sacrifice style. This is absolutely the most stylish vehicle in its class. Bar anything, I don't care what anybody says, most stylish vehicle out there. Why do I say that? Well, take a look. First, you're going to see that the windshield, it's actually really big. It's actually got great visibility and it aids in aerodynamics, and that improves your fuel efficiency, and I just like the way it looks. I mean, if you really look at it, it's huge. Toward the front of the vehicle, you see how it just kind of slopes. And if you see over here, after it slopes, you see that great chrome accent with that honeycomb grille, which is really, really nice. And again, like I was saying, you know what? You don't have to sacrifice style to be in a really nice, affordable vehicle like this. It's going to look great. Toward the bottom, you can actually fit fog lights in here. You just pull these out and just fit the fog lights in there so you can make it look a little bit more luxurious. It's really, really nice. And that front bumper also, again, really aggressive. It actually kind of looks like a sports car, which if you don't have the space for a sports car, if you need more space for something like this is great because it still looks really, really sporty. Underneath the hood, I'm going to show you something. Now you're probably thinking, gee, Manny, this is a really, really small engine, and it actually is. But the neat thing about this engine particularly, it's a 1.8 liter engine with 140 horsepower, and it's actually got VTEC. What VTEC will allow you to do is gain performance out of the engine while still having that great fuel economy. And if you look at it, this actually has a breakaway mount on the engine at a 45-degree angle. So if you have a front impact, it's actually going to break away, and it's not going to go into the cabin of the vehicle itself. It's actually going to break away at that 45-degree angle. So instead of going into the cabin, it's going to go away from the cabin underneath. And this also has what Honda calls ACE body structure, which is Advanced Compatibility Engineering. And the great thing about this is they actually test the vehicles against different types of automobiles, trucks, vans, what have you. And what's really neat about it is it'll actually distribute the force of the impact around the side of the vehicle and away from the interior cabin. So you think, wow, it's a small car, am I safe? Absolutely, because it will distribute that force around the side of the vehicle. Can't beat something like that in such a small car like this. And you know what? ABS brakes standard on a car in this class. This is also really nice because, again, if you're driving and you have to come to an abrupt stop, it's going to stop it very easily, and you don't have to, slam your brakes or swerve out of control. That's going to help you in there. On top of that, it's actually very, easy to look at the engine and not be confused by what's going on. You have your engine oil, the dipstick, so you can actually see the quality of your oil in the engine. You have clear receptacles, and the clear receptacles are nice because you don't have it's not a guessing game anymore, thinking, what am I going to do? Is this, is it full? Is it not full? Really, really easy to tell. From your windshield wiper fluid to your brake fluid to your transmission, it's all there and easily accessible. On top of that, maintenance-free battery. And the maintenance-free battery is fantastic because you know what? There's no guessing game anymore. Do I need a new battery? Do I need to throw this one out? There's an indicator right there that's going to alert you to when you need to change this battery, and that's fantastic. And toward the interior of the vehicle, I'm going to show you some really nice standard features on this vehicle. The first thing is power door locks, power windows, power mirrors, all standard on the Honda Civic EX. And it's really, really nice because you don't have to pay extra for that. Really affordable, fantastic value. On top of that, guess what? Audio controls mounted on your steering wheel, and very easy to just kind of jump into it. There's no guessing game. Through your channels, up and down on the volume, and through the different modes. So AM, FM, CD player, you could toggle through those different modes. And over here, you're also going to notice the cruise control, also standard on this vehicle, which is really, really, really nice because, again, you don't have to take your hands off the wheel when you're driving to set any kind of acceleration or deceleration of the vehicle, which is really, really, really nice. And you know what? Also, really nice. Look at this. It's a tilt feature on the steering wheel, and in and out. So you can really customize this to get the best out of your steering wheel. I mean, for me, I like to just feel really, really comfortable in my car, and that's a great feature because when you could just get the exact sweet spot, you never have to worry about it again. Just move into, unless somebody, switches it up on you, but then you know, that's a different problem. But that's really, really cool. And another thing I really want to show you guys is, if you can tell, this is a dual tiered dash. And the nice thing about the dual tier is the fact that, one, you're going to have your speedometer at the top. It's going to let you know where the speed is, the temperature of the vehicle, and your fuel consumption, basically how much fuel you have left. And that's really nice, because if you're sitting down, you want to keep your eyes on the road. Keeping your eyes on the road, you don't have to look down toward this gauge over here to see what the fuel looks like or what level you're at. And that's really nice. You could just kind of, you know, feel like you're in the cockpit of an airplane. And that's really, really cool. If you guys ever sit in this vehicle, I really do recommend you guys come and take a test drive on this thing. You really get that feel. You just kind of soak it in, and it's really, really elegant. And I love that. And like all Hondas, you have a maintenance minder system. So this vehicle is going to let you know when you have an oil change due, when you need maintenance, when your tire pressure is low, or when it's overinflated. You're going to know what you need to know on this vehicle. It's ease of use, and that's something that you can't really you can't gauge until you get into a car and own one of these. It's really, really cool. Over to this side, you have a standard CD player in your dash. Load it one time. No headaches, no hassles. Really simple. You have AM, FM, CD, and an auxiliary. So if you want to play like a, you know, an MP3, anything that you have, you could just play it in here. And you have 6 presets on the radio also, which is really nice. You have your climate control and the different layout for the, you know, the different modes. If you just want it directly towards you, or you want it to circulate, you know, from the top and bottom ducts also. That's really, really easy. And if you notice here, you have a power outlet. And right next to that power outlet is your auxiliary jack. So for example, you can plug in your phone, you can plug in an adapter for, you know, for like an MP3 player, what have you. It's really, really nice. And if you look over to this side, you have your cup holders, and the cup holders are conveniently located right there. If you don't want to look at the cup holders, just close it back up, and it's really neat. On top of that, here you have another power outlet, and you have a USB audio interface. And the great thing about the USB audio interface is, if you don't want to use the auxiliary jack, you just plug this in via USB cable and plug it into your MP3 player and just play it directly from the radio on the car. And that way you don't have to actually access the files from your device. You can just access it straight from the vehicle, play it from the vehicle, and you know, charge it as well. So it's a really cool feature in that respect. Also, you have a sunroof in this car. So again, really easy. And push it one time back. Now, just push that button one time. See how easy that is? And if you want to close it, just push it in the opposite direction. See how simple that is? Really, really cool. And just close it up really, really easily. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the 2011 Honda Civic EX. If you guys would like any more information on our lineup, feel free to visit us at hillsidehonda.com. Or if you have any questions directly, you can ask me at askmanny@hillsidehonda.com. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.